Hello, I'm Gregory, and I have an unboxing for you. Yeah, this comes from Pen Savings, so without further ado, let's get right down to it. All right, so first up, we have this set of fountain pen ink from the brand Ostrich. All right, so for those that don't know, Ostrich ink is very old, apparently. It says since 1935. Ink manufacturer based in China. And this is a set of ink from their flower series. So we can assume it's lighter, softer colors. And you know what? I checked it out online and I liked what I saw. And the price was right because it was at Pen Savings. They have some amazing deals on pens and inks. Yeah, so let's break into this. All right, so it comes in what appears to be retail packaging. So this is, I have to say, this is very satisfying. I used to work in retail, so yeah, such things are very satisfying to me. Oh man, very cool, very cool. All right, and you can get a glimpse of some of the colors there. So let's just go through these quickly. And I don't know if you can make it out, but on this little label here, it says Tianjin Ink Factory in Tianjin, China. Yeah, there you go. Now, I do have to say, so these are written in Chinese, so I'm not going to know the names of these, but we can tell this is going to be a nice purple. Ooh, this looks like a very nice green. Looks like a very nice red. Maybe like a royal blue, or maybe a different shade of purple. This one seems more orange. Now this is more like a lavender, pink. And I will say, I'm in the market for a good pink ink, but I'm thinking like dusty pink. I don't think this is gonna be dusty pink, but who knows? Maybe I'll like it. Yellow, that could be interesting. Brown, I'm very hopeful for this one. Looks like a darker green. This is definitely more blue, maybe even leaning into turquoise. And this might be the pink for me, actually. This looks pink, but it looks more dusty pink. So yeah, very cool. Yeah, but this packaging should not be so so satisfying. Yeah, I'm tempted to leave it out on my desk, but you know, I have a window right there, and yeah, we don't want light streaming in on this. So very cool, very cool. And this was actually for the reason for my purchase at Pen Savings. My first ever Visconti. So, and I have to say, I hear good things and bad things about Visconti. And this particular model is probably not for everyone. As is the color. The color is probably not for everyone. But you know what? The price was right. It was like, I want to say like 66% off. So, so I said, yeah, why not? All right. So Visconti, we have some foam. Oh, wow, this is bright. And here it is. So this is the Visconti Breeze. Very nice. Extremely functional clip there. I really like it. I have very few yellow pens in my collection. And this is like a green leaning yellow. Very, very bright. Much more bright than I imagined. Okay. You just pull it off. A small nib. These days it almost seems too small, you know? So many pens have 6 and larger nibs. But still, a beautiful nib nonetheless. My goodness, that's a bright pen. And this is a medium nib. Yeah. You know, I would have preferred a broad because I think broad tends to... Oh, I see. It's magnetic. I forgot about that. It's interesting. There's like different transparencies, different transparency levels to the material. And so it's a little bit lighter right there. And I thought there were chips in it, but there's no chips in it. Yeah, magnetic cap. It does have that little, there's like a little lip that it catches on a little bit. So not the best magnetic cap I've seen. The Diplomat Viper definitely has the best magnetic cap I've ever seen. But you know what? I really like this. The price was right. It was insanely cheap. And it's going to be my first Visconti. I am tempted to ink it up. Maybe with one of these inks. I don't know that I want to use yellow, though. I suppose green could come out of here, right? Interesting. Decisions. All right. So we're going to go with this. Yeah. I'm excited. My little Gerber. Very cool. So this one looks like it's inspired by a succulent. That looks pretty. They do have bigger bottles that you can get of these inks, but I wanted to get them all because I'm OCD like that. And it came in this set of the smaller inks, so I was like, okay. Because I was just gonna, you know, pick and choose my favorites, but yeah. No shimmer or anything, but we'll give it a good little toss there. I got jealous of people with their inky towels, so I had to have one of my own. Okay, so yeah, this is standard international. This one came in a bottle of Octopus Fluids ink, so, and that fits beautifully. Perfect. Screws all the way down. Got to make sure of that. There's been more than one time where I have put the converter in, inked it up, and went to screw on the body, and it didn't screw down all the way. Oh man. Okay. So I believe these bottles are 15 milliliters. But it has a nice wide opening. That is very good. Let's go ahead and... That was actually pretty good fill. These days I'm not so worried about getting the biggest fill. Plus I didn't wash the nib, so, and I know people are cringing, but so usually in that case it's not a good idea to push the ink back out in the bottle, because, you know, ooh, that looks like it's gonna be a bright green. Bright green to go with a bright pen, a bright yellow pen. Oh yeah, I like that. Nice. Nice, very cool. All right, and this is the CVS Caliber notebook. All right, so let's give it a shot. Yeah, you can post. It's pretty long, but it actually doesn't back weight it at all. I'm kind of impressed, actually. It's not the least bit back weighted, but a little bit long for my taste. Plus, I worry about there's no cat band there, so I worry about that. So this is wow. Okay, so I have to say, I'm impressed. This is pretty darn smooth. So I'm starting to doubt the people that have complained about Visconti, but this is just one example, so, you know. Yeah. All right, and then this is, for lack of a better descriptor for this ink, I'm just gonna call it ostrich. Light green. Nice. Wow. I'm super impressed both with the pen and the ink. So the ink reminds me of Twisby Prairie Green, which I was disappointed in. I think I had a certain expectation for that ink going into it with the name Prairie Green. I think it was even lighter than this one. And this one has some excellent shading. From very light parts like the top of the G there to the pretty dark R right there. I love this ink. And that bodes well for this set. Oh my goodness. Wow. I am super impressed. All right, let's write a little more with this. I'm enjoying it. Wow. I am going to enjoy this as one of my February pens. Wow. I would be tempted to pick up another one of these in a different color. I know they have an orange one, which would have been my first choice. But I have to say, this pen and ink is a very, very nice combo. It's very, very pleasing to me. Wow. This pen could be inked up for a while. I'm super impressed. All right, well, there you go. Visconti has a new fan. And again, I already had experience, or did I mention that I have experience with ostrich ink? Just one bottle. Oh, I think the color is called Glen of the Sea. I could be wrong on that, but it is an extreme sheen. So, like, we're talking intense. So I don't use it all that often, but it's a bit intense for me. But I do like it. But this ink is amazing. And you don't hear people talking about ostrich ink. I've never heard anyone mention ostrich ink before, so maybe I'm the first. And if so, it is my duty to tell you that I am impressed with this ink. So it's just one of 12, so, you know, it remains to be seen, but my goodness, what a great combo. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. And I'm gonna have fun with this pen.